Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, let us go through the data structure tuple. Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. It is also called immutable. You might have seen in the earlier video on list, all the elements are changeable. If you have not gone through my video, please visit the previous video on the data structures. So in this tuple, let's start creating with an empty tuple, and let's check what is the type of this tuple. Now let's do one thing. Let's create with an integer. So b equal to 5. What will be the type? It will be definitely integer. So if I add one more element to this, so Python will automatically recognize this as a tuple. So it is not necessary that you should put the parenthesis. Without parenthesis also, Python will identify that it is a tuple. So let's try creating a mixed and nested tuple and try to access the elements. And we can create with integer, string, float, a list, a nested tuple, and some repeated numbers. We will also create with a list of strings. So you can see it has created, and let's try to print it. So it has printed. Now let's try to navigate through the indexes and see the range of index and how to change the tuple values. So as usual, we put b colon and it will print everything. Let's try the right side of the index and left side of the index with some values. Let's start with 0 to 3. So it will print from b of 0, 1 and 2, 5, 6 and Python. Let us try changing from 3 to -1. So it will start from the beginning till the end -1, it will be printed. Same way we can try 3 colon and it will start from 6.8 till the end. So if you try to -4, from b of 0 to -4, it will be printed. So these options are same as what we are used in list. We can access the elements through any of the indexes the same way in tuple as well. So let's see if it is possible to access the nested list or tuple within this tuple. Say for example, if I want to try accessing ds at Python, it is possible to access through b -1, and if I want to go to ds, b -1 0, and further if I access b -1 0 of 1, I can get s. So same way, let us check if we can assign some elements or we can replace some elements. We know that tuple is immutable, so it is not possible to assign the element. So if I try to assign d, it will throw me error. Or if I try to assign any of the element, it will throw me error because tuple values cannot be changed. Let us see the operators in tuple. Say for example, I created b123. Now if I say plus another tuple, it will not add up, it will concatenate these two. So we get a tuple with from 1 to 6. We can also do multiplication operation here. Say for example, I created b as Python, then into 3, I'll get Python 3 times. See, as I mentioned earlier, this comma is actually allowed without an element. It will not throw any error for this. So I get a tuple with Python, Python and Python. So let me check the method count. The count of Python will give me 3. If I check the index of Python, it will give me 0 because it will always search for the first instance, first occurrence of Python in the tuple. Let's take another example. Here 6 is repeated multiple times. So if you check the index of 6, it will give you the first occurrence. If I remove that and try again, it will give you the next in occurrence of 6. Before winding up, let's check how to navigate through a for loop, or how to check if an item exists using a if condition in tuples. So now it is COVID time, and we know that most of the countries are affected with COVID. Let's try to create a tuple with majorly affected countries. So let me use a for loop. In that, I just put for I in this tuple, print everything. So that works. Now if you want to check if an element exists or not, instead of for loop you can use an if loop, where you can see if that element exists in the tuple, then print if it exists, otherwise no. So these kind of operations are possible. I hope you find this useful. Let's come up with set and dictionaries in the next session. Thank you.